Good afternoon and welcome to the first Kaweah Delta virtual town hall meeting. My name is Gary Herbst and I'm the Chief Executive Officer here at Kaweah Delta. Back in May of 2016, when Kaweah Delta went to the voters and asked them to pass Measure H, we learned a really valuable lesson. Despite what we might have thought about ourselves in terms of how the community receives us and views us, where we thought we were very transparent and open and very engaging with the community, I think we learned that that wasn't the case. And so it was kind of a wake-up call for us. And we've spent the last 2 years really trying to change that. We've formed a number of different community advisory groups and ambassador groups to, again, further engage with them, have open discussion. We've learned a tremendous amount from it. And so we want to continue in that effort. So this virtual town hall meeting, which I hope will be the first of many, is to continue that dialogue with the community. And so I really want to thank you all for your questions. You didn't hold back, and I appreciate that. You learn a lot more from criticism than you do from compliment. So thank you for your comments and your concerns, your feedback, your questions. There are many questions that you posed to us, and in this short period of time, I wouldn't be able to address all of them. So we've kind of consolidated them into various themes. And the first one is the emergency department. The common theme is it seems to be way overcrowded. It seems to be very unorganized, that we don't always provide the consistent, compassionate, world-class care that we would like to. And there's no doubt about it. I couldn't agree with you more. It is very disorganized right now, and unfortunately that comes with major construction, major renovation. If any of you have ever remodeled your house, you've experienced that firsthand. And so this is kind of the investment we're making in the future to really create a different experience and environment for our community. So just recently we opened Zone 6 of the emergency department. That's a new 8-bed kind of, we call it fast track, but as you all know, that's kind of a relative term in emergency medicine. It is for lower acuity patients, scrapes, bruises, cuts, things of that nature, but it really has begun to take pressure off the main emergency department. Right now we're completing what we call Zone 4, which is on the north end of the emergency department, a space that we shelled in. That will be a 9-bed unit. Again, will open a little bit later this year and again give us greater capacity. The big project that's going on right now is the major expansion, what we call Zone 5, which is out in the east parking lot. It will literally, with the combination of Zone 4 and Zone 6, it will double the size of the emergency department. So unfortunately, the reality in Tulare County is many hospitals have closed. Kaweah Delta is the only trauma center between Fresno and Bakersfield. And as a result, all the ambulances come to Kaweah Delta from throughout the entire county. So we do draw a huge population, and it does make it very difficult for us in the emergency department. But that's why you've seen us develop more urgent care centers, more clinics. Actually, that's the reason that we're in Exeter and Woodlake and Dinuba and Lindsay, is to go into those communities rather than seeking care in our emergency department. So we'll continue to look for those opportunities. You may have heard just recently that we opened up we are opening a clinic in the city of Tulare on Prosperity and Mooney. And that's because tens of thousands of Tulare City residents come to our emergency department really seeking what I would call more primary care, that more appropriately should be seen in a physician office or in a clinic. So we're working really hard to alleviate the pressure on the emergency department, because we really want to be there to take care of truly emergent conditions. But facilities aren't the most important part. It's the quality of care that we provide and the compassion and the empathy. And I know that's not always our experience. I would say the vast majority of patients that come to our ED talk to me about the amazing care they got and the compassion they experience. But it's not 100% of the time. It's not consistent and constant. And that's really what we're working on. We really need to change. I think our new mission statement, our vision statement, is reflective of that expectation. Health is our passion, excellence is our focus, compassion is our promise to be your world-class healthcare choice for life. So those are very important words, very powerful. They mean a lot to us, and we are spending a great deal of time instilling that into our employees, our physicians, our nurses, so that is the experience that you have, world class every single time. So thank you for those wonderful questions.